Ants are costing you more money than you think, and the pest control industry knows it. They're not in a hurry to tell you that the real fix for an ant-invested yard costs about 10 cents, not the $200 they're charging you every quarter for a guy in a uniform to spray your lawn with chemicals that wash away after the first rain. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what that 10-cent powder is, where to get it, and how to use it so those ants stop coming back season after season. Stick around, because the way most people apply this stuff is actually wrong, and that one mistake is why their ant problem keeps coming back. Let's talk about why ants keep winning. You spray the mound, the ants disappear for a day or two, and then somehow they're back, sometimes in a brand new spot in your yard. That's because most store-bought sprays only kill the ants you can see on the surface. The queen, who's sitting safe underground laying hundreds of eggs a day, never even feels it. You're basically mowing the grass and wondering why it grows back. Pest control companies love this cycle because a quick fix that doesn't actually solve the problem means you call them again next month. And the chemical sprays aren't just ineffective, they're tracked into your house by your dog, your kids, your shoes. You're paying to spray poison around the place your family plays. My grandfather ran a small farm for almost 40 years, and he never once called an exterminator. Back then, nobody could afford to pay someone else to deal with bugs, so people figured out cheap, effective tricks using stuff that was already sitting in the kitchen or the barn. Ant control was one of those things that got passed down, mother to daughter, neighbor to neighbor. And it worked because it didn't just kill the ants on the surface, it took out the whole colony at the source. Somewhere along the way, as pest control became a billion-dollar industry, these old tricks got pushed aside. Why would a company that makes its money on repeat visits tell you about a 10-cent fix that actually works for good? It's not really a conspiracy, it's just business, but it means this knowledge almost disappeared. I started digging into old farming journals and talking to a few old-timers in my area, and the method kept coming up again and again. So I tried it myself in my own backyard, where I had 3 separate ant mounds that kept coming back no matter what I sprayed. Here's exactly what I did. The powder you're looking for is plain diatomaceous earth, the food grade kind, not the pool filter kind. You can find a big bag of it at almost any hardware store or farm supply store for around $8 to $10, and that bag will last you the whole season, which is where that 10 cents per application number comes from. Diatomaceous earth, or DE for short, is made from the fossilized remains of tiny aquatic organisms called diatoms. Under a microscope, it looks like jagged glass. To us, it feels like a soft powder, but to an ant, walking across it is like crawling over broken glass. It cuts through the waxy outer layer of their exoskeleton, and that waxy layer is what keeps them from drying out. Once it's damaged, the ant basically dehydrates and dies within a day or two. No poison, no chemicals, just physics. Here's the key part most people miss. They just dump a pile of DE right on top of the ant mound and call it done. That barely does anything, because the ants just build a new tunnel entrance a few inches away and avoid the powder completely. What you actually want to do is create a barrier, not a pile. Take the powder and lightly dust it in a ring around the mound, about a foot or two out in every direction, and then do the same thing along any ant trails you can see leading away from the mound, especially trails heading toward your house, your patio, or your kids' play area. You want a thin, even layer, almost like a light dusting of flour on a countertop. Too thick, and the ants will just tunnel under it or avoid it altogether. The goal is for every single ant that leaves or enters that mound to walk through the powder. For the mound itself, here's the trick that really makes the difference. Take a stick or a screwdriver and poke several holes about 4 to 6 inches deep directly into the mound to open up their tunnel system. Then pour a few tablespoons of DE right down into those holes. This gets the powder into the tunnels themselves, not just the surface, so it reaches ants deeper in the colony, including eventually the queen. Worker ants moving through the tunnels also pick up the powder on their bodies and legs and track it further into the colony without even realizing it, which spreads the effect even to ants that never touch the surface. One mistake to watch for: diatomaceous earth loses its effectiveness when it's wet. If it rains, or if you water your lawn, you'll need to reapply once everything dries out. So the best time to apply is on a dry day, and ideally you check it every few days for the first couple weeks and refresh it as needed. Another common mistake is breathing the powder in heavily while applying it. It's non-toxic to humans and pets, but the fine dust can irritate your lungs if you're shaking a big cloud of it right into your face, so just wear a basic dust mask if you're doing a lot of mounds and apply it on a calm day with low wind. Within the first 2 to 3 days, you'll usually notice a sharp drop in surface activity around the mound. By the end of the first week, most established trails will be empty. The real test is the queen, and that usually takes 1 to 2 weeks longer since she's deeper in the colony and protected by workers. When I tried this in my own yard, all 3 mounds I treated were completely abandoned within about 3 weeks. And I want to be upfront with you. None of them have come back at that exact spot in over a year. But ants can absolutely set up a new colony somewhere else in your yard if conditions are right. So calling it permanent forever protection wouldn't be honest. What this method actually gives you is a real, lasting kill of the colonies you treat, using something that costs pennies instead of hundreds of dollars, and a habit you can repeat anytime a new mound pops up, for basically nothing. Now here's a bonus tip that pairs really well with this. If you've got ants getting into your house through cracks around doors or windows, mix equal parts powdered sugar and borax, about a tablespoon of each, and leave small piles of it near the entry points, not directly on counters where pets or kids could get into it. The sugar draws the ants in, the borax does the damage, and the worker ants will actually carry it back to the colony and feed it to others, including the queen. It's a slower kill than the DE method, usually a week or two, but it's incredibly effective for ants that have already made their way indoors, and it costs next to nothing to set up. So that's the real 10-cent fix for your ant problem, the food-grade Diatomaceous earth, applied as a barrier and pushed down into the tunnels, not just dumped on top and forgotten. If you try this in your own yard, drop a comment and let me know how many mounds you're dealing with and how it goes for you. I rate every single one. And if this saved you from another $200 exterminator bill, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, because next week I'm digging into an old-timer trick for keeping mice out of your shed for good, using something most people throw straight in the trash. Until then, keep it cheap, keep it simple, and keep those bugs out of your yard.